Avionics power off, beacon on, nav light coming on, circuit breakers all in, fuel selector valve, we're going to be on the right tank today. Carb heat is off, mixture rich, throttle 4th inch open, master and fuel pump are coming on. Let's get our key. Also gonna grab my water. All right, have my water here. All right, we're gonna check the area called Clear Prop. Clear Prop.
Alright, check, 1, 2, check. There we go. Alright, flaps are up, waiting for the GPS to come up here. Go ahead and listen to ATIS.
Advise on this contact information echo. Line information echo 1853 Zulu, wind variable at 3 knots, visibility 10, sky condition clear below 2000. Temperature 29 dew point 18, altimeter 2982. Visual approach runway 17 in use. Notices to airmen, helo pad 1 closed, runway 30 Pappy's out of service. Advise on initial contact information echo. Line information echo 1853 Zulu, wind variable at 3 knots, visibility 10, sky condition clear below 2000. Temperature 29 dew point 18, altimeter 2982. Visual approach runway 17 in use. Notices to airmen, helo pad 1 closed, runway 30 Pappy's out of service. Advise on initial contact information echo.
Alright, we have echo. We're going to be monitoring K-State company today. ATIS, we have altimeter 2982 set. Takes the brakes out. They're working. Altitude, showing field elevation. Our compass is set. Let's go over to the run-up area.
Exit 21, exit park.
This is so weird. So since wind is variable, we're just gonna stop right where we are. We don't need to face a certain direction, so we're going to stop right here and do our run-up. Brakes set, seat belts and harnesses upright secure, cabin doors and windows are closed and latched. Flight controls. Do it the box. Parameters and then locked. Fuel selector, proper tank. Pulling out of the right tank today. Fuel pump off, pressure is okay. Fuel pump back on. Mixture, rich. Elevator and rudder trim is set for takeoff. Autopilot and air conditioning. Let's see if the AC is on. Here, this vent is open. Hopefully it's open. We'll see once we get up in the air. Alright, throttle. 2,000 RPM. Just kind of running a bit rough there. About a 50 RPM drop. About 100 RPM drop on that. I'm gonna try to clear up the mags.
Roger, and left base for 2 miles.
Still showing about 100. All of this full throttle. Pull the mixture. Let it run. Check that, right one. Still about a 50 drop, but we're good. Carb heat. Checks.
24 right traffic, report posted.
Alright. Throttle 1000 RPM. We're gonna do 1200 and do a ground lead. Right about there. Left set for takeoff, PWD not required. Heading indicator, this is runway heading. Transponder, altitude encoding. What do we have? We have Echo. Flying ground, good afternoon, Archer 6234 Charlie with Echo, ready for taxi, runway 17.
Archer 6234 Charlie, runway 17, taxi Alpha Charlie.
17 via Alpha Charlie, Archer 34 Charlie. Taking off about 15 minutes late today. That's fine. So 17 via Alpha and Charlie. Beautiful day to be flying. My lord. Switching over to tower. Normal takeoff, runner going to be runway 17 traffic check, strobes, landing lights all cleared, flaps and trim set for takeoff, carb heat off, electric fuel pump on, pressure is in the green, mixture, gonna pull it just a bit. Alright. Doors, windows are closed, land.
24 midfield. K-State 24, roger. You're number 2, following company Cessna. Left base, report in sight. Looking for traffic, K-State 24.
Flying the tower, good afternoon, Archer 6234 Charlie, short of 17 at Charlie, ready for departure to the east.
6234 Charlie, runway 17 at Charlie, clear for takeoff on course.
Clear for takeoff on course, Archer 34 Charlie. Alright, so we're getting lights, camera, and action mixture is set. 17.
K-State 11 from left base, 2.5 miles.
K-State 11, clear to land, number 1.
Clear to land 17, number 1, K-State 11.
K-State 24, you have traffic in sight? Negative. 24, roger, traffic's off your
Right, let's rock and roll. 3.
Good looking for traffic.
Wait, we're about 60.
K-State 24, I'll call you back in turn. Look over there,
And 65. 54 VY 79.
Since you have the sight.
flying.
Just do 24 base turn blue, clear wind, runway 17. Clear wind on 17, base turn blue, KC 24.
11 report long line.
11 long line, heading blue.
Long line for 11.
Alright, proceeding on course, off to the east. Notice it flies a bit differently without my instructor. It's one thing I noticed on my solo back in September. Climb airspeed, maintaining VY at 79, throttle full open, mixture is, we have it lean for max RPM right now. Engine instruments, oil pressure, temp, looking good. Landing lights coming off. Climbing up to 3,500 today. There's 9th Street. Bit bumpy, not too bad. There's 35. Pitching over, accelerating about 120 knots. Just to get us out to the practice area. There's Kip, Kansas. Small little town east of Salina. So we are going to make sure we're east of there. Before we can this is awesome. And I have Ironbound down there, and that's another basically reporting point that you can use with the tower. So that's where we're going to cross over today. We're coming back into the Delta.
KC 24 left traffic, cleared option 17.
It's a bit bumpy out today. Not bad though. Not windy. That's nice.
Again for KC 24. KC 24 left traffic, cleared option 17. Left traffic, cleared for the option on 17, KC 24.
Go ahead and slow up to 90 knots now. Do our health check. Start by doing a turn to the north, then one back down to the south. Scanning for traffic the entire time. We're at least a little over 1,000 AGL, so we're good there. Engine instruments all look good. We have several spots to land. We need to. A lot of pasture, some fields. Alright, starting that turn back to the south now. Start by doing slow flight. Oh, watch our vertical speed right there. Working in the flaps. Wait until we get that stall horn. There's stall horn maintaining about 55 knots. And we've got to recover because we heard it again. Alright. Feels a lot different without my instructor here. Gonna have to get used to it. We're gonna try that again. As we heard the horn after we started to add power back. Alright. About 55 to 60 knots right here. I'm going to turn to the east now. Go ahead and recover. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna turn back to the south and do a power on, power off stall. Go back to the north and do some steep turns. Then descend down for slow flight, or ground rift. There's gypsum there. Not anybody's airspace. Got a little bit of an updraft or something there. Alright, so we're going to do a power off stall.
24 left traffic, cleared option 17. Left traffic, clear for the option on 17, 24.
power out. Watch for that knot per second decrease. Alright, there we go. Pitching for 64 knots now. Coming back up in altitude. Alright, 3,500 right there. We'll let our speed build back up to 90 before we do a power off. Do a power off stall now. Alright, going for 500 feet a minute climb. Throttle about 2,000 RPM. So we're gonna get there. We're pitching down, 65 knots. Start getting that climb going again. We're already at 3,500, didn't lose any altitude. And waiting for 90 knots. Alright. That was fun. Good, turn back to the north. Oh. Thanks. It's climbing. Getting bumpier. Down in altitude just a little bit more. We're going to do a steep turn to the left. Alright, there's 3,500. Bit power in, going up to 90.
Level 125, Romeo, head to Cambria, landing aligning with Echo. 125, Romeo,
Alright.
Roger, follow the highway report to Coke.
There we go.
Follow the highway. 5 Romeo.
Climbed about 50 feet and it's about 5 knots too fast, but from what we started at, but that was within limits, I think. Alright. Let's see. Gonna try descending some down to about 3,500. See the airport over there. Just to the east. Right now. up and down, and it's just a bit bumpy out today. Alright, we're gonna start that turn now. Watch our vertical speed. South now. A bit more bank. About 10 knots fast. Came around the backside of that turn and the airspeed just started building. Alright. So we're gonna descend down to do ground rest now. We're gonna do emergency.
24 left traffic, cleared option.
Emergency in and out. So engine just failed. Gonna be pitching for 76 knots. Landing location. Not really see any pasteurized land. Looks like there's some down there. We have a few roads, but yeah, I'm going for this pasture over here. Alright, so checking our fuel selector. Both tanks are full. We're on the right tank. We're trying to switch it over to the left. Making sure our mixtures and magnetos are with both. Fuel pump is on. So now, can't get it restarted. Gonna be calling in, doing a mayday call. Calling in the tower, telling him we're going down. Right outside the Delta. And if we still can't get it to restart, gonna be securing airplane. So avionics, master, fuel pump coming off, pulling the mixture, idling the throttle. Magnetos are off. Basically just turning everything off. Alright, and here we are at 2,300. I'm going to go ahead and do turn around a point around this intersection. Since wind is variable, we're just going to pretend like we're entering the downwind at Salina. So we're on the downwind right now. And we're going to start turning around this point here, this intersection. Alright. Bringing it around. A bit more power. Trying not to descend. Alright, so it looks like we have a bit of wind. So I'm just gonna bring it around on this one. I'll really have to crank it around on this last one right here. Coming in over the fence. Alright. Kind of lining up right there. Airspeed and altitude looking good. A bit more speed.
JJ24 turn base now, you're inside the Spirit Middle over the close of me. Turn base now, JJ24. Spirit Middle 5, Romeo, you're following a set on left base, report site. 5, Romeo, looking for the south on left base.
And tighten up this turn again. Not sure if that's me or the wind that's kind of coming into this turn a bit too far out. And there's the road. Wings level. around this intersection up here now to the right. And then I think we'll head back into the airport. S-turns are fine. I want to try to do some touch and goes.
Romeo, you have traffic sight.
5 Romeo is looking.
5 Romeo, make a right 36.
Right 36, 5 Romeo.
Start turning around this intersection once we get over the road right here. Alright. There's that 4th mile. Saw a bird down there. That's kind of cool. Watching our vertical speed. Already come up about 100 feet. That's not good.
Romeo, traffic no factor, clear to land, runway 17.
So good.
5 Romeo, traffic no factor, clear to land.
Clear to land, 5 Romeo.
Really watch our altitude.
J24 request transition full stop. J24 left traffic, you're following the experimental about a mile and a half final. Left traffic for 17, looking for traffic J24.
Alright.
5 Romeo, long landing approved. 5 Romeo.
Let's go ahead and climb back up to 35. water bottle.
Basically over Foxtrot now. You're runway at Foxtrot.
Traffic inside Gate 24.
Gate 24, clear to land. Runway 17.
Clear to land on 17.
go, there's Iron Mound. I was looking for Iron Mound, and I knew my Garmin pilot was going to show me. So, and it looks like it's about a mile and a half north of the tip.
Flies on the con section of Mission Echo.
Alright, so Echo, still current.
Romeo, left tank, taxi, we taxi report.
Taxi Park approach.
Really bumpy now. Probably just right over there. Hopefully it smooths up by the time we get to the runway. I want to grease my landings today. Atlanta Tower, Archer 623 Fort Charlie over Iron Mound with Echo, inbound touch goes.
Archer 623, Fort Charlie, Flight Tower, Archer, report location, runway 17.
We will report a left base to runway 17, Archer 3 Fort Charlie. Since we're entering the airspace, I'm going to go ahead and turn the landing lights on now. Alrighty.
Flight Tower, KC-24 on the Roger. KC-24, taxi room, have a good afternoon. Yeah, you too, have a good clear.
Moving down to pattern altitude now. Atlanta Tower, Archer 623 Fort Charlie, left base, runway 17.
Archer 3, Fort Charlie, runway 17, clear touch go.
Clear touch to go, runway 17, Archer 3 Fort Charlie. Alright, landing checklist brakes, undercarriage, now. Pitching for about 80. Turning final, flaps 275. Alright, flaps 3 were a bit high, so it's pitching for about 75 all the way down. 70 to 75. We're down. Here we go. There's 65. Watch out, little birdie. Watch our speed here. A bit faster than our VY actually. This thing likes to climb without my instructor. Performance is insane compared to what I'm used to. Downwind now. Alright, we're at 0.2 right now, so we can do a few more. That's what I was trying to figure out on takeoff. I looked at my watch and saw that I have about 30 minutes maybe.
Flying Tower, Compass 5100 Victor is inbound to the VOR 17 on the practice approach. Was it 5100 Victor, practice approach approved, maintain VFR and report VOR inbound. What's your intention to that for us? Our practice approach approved, report VOR inbound. We're with Echo and we'd like to go in for self-vectoring for the ILS. And then after that, the RNAV 12, and then we'll depart to the east after that.
Alright, this time I'm going to try to land on the numbers.
34 Charlie, runway 17, quick dash.
Yeah, runway 17, Archer 34 Charlie. Alright, let's go down. That first landing was pretty good. Could have come into the flare. Probably flared just a bit more, but it was pretty good for first landing by myself in 8 months. Alright, there's the 45, laps 2. Bit more power. Actually, no, we're at about 1500. Just watching our speed, we'll be at about 75. clog it up. Alright, start that final turn. Watching our speed. Keep the nose pointed down. Bit more power. Actually, we should be good. About 75 right now. I'm going to maintain about 70 knots on the way down. Got a gust of wind there, back up to 80. I use a little bit of left rudder on touchdown. Alright, hold my nose up. Perfect. Gonna get center line before we go again. Just landed about 5 feet to the left of it. And there we go, rotate. Waving to Trey. Alright, back to business.
Ship 34 Charlie, make right traffic for runway 18.
Right traffic for 18, Archer 34 Charlie. Alright, looks like they're switching us over. We're gonna do one landing on over on 18.
Reliance Tower, Southern 5100 Victor is VOR inbound. Southwest 5100 Victor, runway 17, clear for the option. Clear for the option 1700 Victor, thanks.
Okay. Changing over to the smaller runway. So we'll do one over here and then transition full stop 17. Or we can just land out here and have a long taxi in. And what's our altitude? Make sure to be at 2,300. Downwind right now. And this is where it was for my first solo back in September. Alright,
Archer 34 Charlie, runway 18, clear for the option.
clear for the option, runway 18, Archer 34 Charlie. Alrighty. Really come out just a little bit on the downwind. We're pretty tight. Lap 1, pitching for 85. power in. Excuse me. Alright, and I think we're gonna go for the numbers again. I think we can do one more over here, and then transition to a full stop on 17.
Come to 00, fix report Florida out of market inbound. Tower, Southern 5100, Victor, was that last report for me? It's affirmative. You're out to go right now. Report Florida outer market inbound. Report outer market inbound, Southern 5100, Victor.
Shot past the numbers, that's okay. I think we got the 500 footers still. Landed that. Landed between the 500 footers and the numbers. Crosswind now. There's 90 knots. So keep climbing. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and continue the turnaround and downwind. Alright. Started that turn a bit too soon. That's okay. Actually, this is where we were last time. I've always kind of kept my patterns tight, just how I learned it, how I like to fly. There's our beep.
Archer 34 Charlie, runway 18, clear for dash.
Clear for the option, runway 18, Archer 34 Charlie. Really starting to sweat up here, it's getting hot. Alright, there we go. Second knot for flaps in. We're going to be a bit, well, let's see. Yeah, a bit left of final here. And we're just going to idle it down, pretty much, pretty high. probably gonna overshoot. Alright, get my nose back. Nose back. Landed right before the numbers, so pretty close. Get out of my way, bird. Solana Tower, Archer 623, Fort Charlie, request transition, full stop, 17.
34 Roger, 4 Charlie Roger, continue right traffic. Or if you want to make a left traffic, or left turn for right traffic between the parallels, that's fine.
Roger, we'll go ahead and do left turn to make right traffic between the parallels, Archer 34 Charlie.
34 Charlie, runway 17, you're clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 17, Archer 34 Charlie. We're going to cut it between the runways here. We're just kind of cutting right over the field. Guy burning his field over there, and we're in a smoke right now. We can make the runway if we have an engine failure. There's the runway down there. We're really have to gonna bring that that base to final turn. That's gonna be pretty tight. I'm gonna extend downwind just a little bit. It's gonna be a tight turn. Should be ready for it though. Just keep extending. Hopefully just a little bit more. Alright, there's our beam. Power 1500, pitching for 85, flaps 1. Looks like there's a junkyard up here. Gonna land in that. Actually, that's a bad idea. Okay, knots, watching for the 45. Alright, there it is, flaps 2. Line about 75 this way. Bit power in. Turning final now. Looks like we're right on the glide. Showing 3 white, 1 red. I never really look at those though. Bit left to center line. And then flaps 3. We're gonna go for the 500 footers. Yeah, grab the box. No, we're not. I'm gonna roll down to Echo. That was an awesome flight. Get some air in here. That was awesome. Grab Echo here. We'll hold position and alright. Well, here we are.
Archer 34 Charlie, taxi to ramp on the 60.
Taxi to ramp with you, Archer 34 Charlie, good day. Alright, after landing flaps are up, electric fuel pump off, landing and strobes are off, transponder, altitude encoding 1200, trim, set for takeoff. Alright, a lot of fun. Let's get this airplane back to Schilling and shut down. We started taxiing out about 58 minutes ago. Got a lot of KC-135s out here on the ramp, and from Forbes Field, that's in Topeka. They're doing maintenance on the runway. So they repositioned them to Salina for at least the next 90 days, if not more. I feel that breeze. It's so hot up there, but it's so much fun. Here we are, turning into Schilling Aviation now. That was probably one of the coolest flights ever. I think if I go up solo a few more times, I'll be able to really get my maneuvers down. Usually have pretty good today. Just think maybe just because it was a bit bumpier up there and the weight of the airplane was just a bit different, it might have affected that a little more. Welcome home. Alright, that's it. Thanks.
Shutdown checklist, parking brake not required, avionics off, magnetos, got the key right here. Mixture idle cutoff, ignition off. Get the hobs intact. Alright, that's it. I'll see you on the next flight. See ya.